Ranking every hero/hero pet in COC. Heroes are the toughest thing in the game. Sure, they can deal damage with health like every other troop, but they also cannot die after losing. Although they can be somewhat outclassed, not only with each other, but in comparison to high housing space troops, like the Mountain Golem. Since there's only 7 heroes, hero pets count as well, but on a separate list, as hero pets are not nearly as strong as most heroes. And at number 7 is the Battlecopter. While the Battlecopter is fragile, its splash damage and general damage is good. Whenever time is running out, it's good to use the Battlecopter's ability for the extra damage and area damage. It's not the best stat-wise compared to the Battle Machine with a worse ability, but flies, meaning it can completely ignore walls. It's not a bad hero, but is definitely the most fragile. At number 6 is the Battle Machine. The Battle Machine is stronger with a better ability, but its biggest problem is that it's a ground unit, meaning it also has to deal with walls, crushers, and all 3 types of cannons. The ability, instead of doing high splash damage at best, increases the damage heavily and can hit multiple things at once for a few bits. The best hero in the builder base. And at number 5 for the first actual hero is the Minion Prince. It's not that its equipments don't have much synergy, it's that every other hero can be deadly, but the Minion Prince usually isn't worth the hero slot. There's 2 heroes I switch between when I upgrade heroes, and this one is far more worthless than the other. A few equipments are strong, though, such as the Noble Iron and maybe Dark Crown, but usually the equipment doesn't work well with another, like Metal Pants and Dark Orb and Henchman Puppet, and etc. Most of them are defense equipments. And at number 4 is, unfortunately, the Barbarian King. The Barbarian King is extremely helpful for its Earthquake Boots to aim your troops toward the Town Hall without requiring invisibility or Earthquake spells, but the Barbarian King is mostly outclassed by other heroes. Archer Queen, Grand Warden, and Minion Prince are ranged, Royal Champion does more damage, and is still ranged with self-heal too. Sure, the Barbarian King has some strong equipment. Actually, I think every hero is self-heal, but like the Battle Machine, it's good, but it's basic, it's simple. He has some strong equipment that can guarantee destruction, but isn't very unique compared to the rest. At number 3 is the Royal Champion. The Royal Champion is one of those interchangeable heroes I mentioned earlier, but the Royal Champion is stronger than the Minion Prince, and if using the Champion Walk strategy, along with having more self-heal than an average hero, it's not that good for its health and isn't worth using the Unicorn with, but can be a good synergy with Sneezy, Diggy, or Frosty for the extra damage due to dazing or distraction. Not better than some though, although I don't hate it. The World Champion charge is extremely popular right now. I kinda get it, but for the most part it just seems like you take down the Town Hall and that's about it. And you use essentially all your spells during it. But 1 star is still better than a 0 star, I guess. And at number 2 is the Archer Queen. The Archer Queen is the second hero unlocked, and is a strong hero as well. Hero walking is a good strategy, but only a few heroes have equipment that heal itself or heal others, along with the Unicorn healing as well. The next few heroes are stronger than the others. Archer Queen is the best with the Healer Puppet or action figure, one for spawning a big giant, along with invisibility, or the Healer Puppet for hero walks. I usually do both, although they don't have the best synergy. I just like activating the ability as soon as you spawn in the game. While the Archer Queen is helpful, it is not flying or with area damage, like number 1, the Grand Warden. While both heroes are strong, it's kind of hard to imagine the game without the Eternal Tome. Most later Town Halls have death bombs, so the ability to turn all troops in range invulnerable for 8 seconds is worth it. Along with having the strongest equipment in the game, in my opinion, the Magic Fireball. A stronger, higher area damage lightning is really good, even if you kinda have to aim it, along with the Life Gem giving a reason to Warden Walk. Sure, its DPS isn't that good, but it's worth it for everything else. And since this video is too short, time for the Hero Pet list. This is only my opinion, so sorry about last place. I won't be able to use the later ones that much during the making of this video. So I have been a little experienced with them, but not that much. So the stats in public opinion are pretty much all I have to go through there, most likely. And at number 11, which is a controversial opinion, but these two are interchangeable, is the Mighty Yak. Imagine Lassie, but with a bit more health, however, does extremely low DPS. Lassie's not even that interesting, but at least it has higher DPS. I don't care how much damage it does to walls. It can be quadruple for all I care, and I still wouldn't like it. There's plenty of wall-destroying spells, troops, and hero abilities. The Mighty Yak can be compared to the Super Giant, and the Super Giant is the second worst super troop. The Mighty Yak is never really needed. Sorry if this upsets anyone, but there's only a few hero pets that I never want to use. And at number 10 is everyone's favorite, Lassie. This is the first hero you unlock, and it's not terrible. It essentially has no ability, unlike the others, but has good stats instead. I don't love this hero pet, but I don't mind using it. Still somewhat unnecessary, but isn't bad. Sure, reviving, healing, slowing, etc. are better, but the Lassie isn't my least favorite, and it does do the most damage. I guess, except for Mighty Yak to walls, maybe, and Poison Lizard. But that's poison damage, and it's to troops, so this is the highest damage one. And at number 9 is the Electro Owl. The Electro Owl isn't that good. It has okay stats, but its main ability to do chain damage isn't that big of a deal. If I ever use it, it's always with an air hero, so it can usually be blocked. Another hero pet I don't use too much, but I'm okay with using it as a stand-in, or a replacement while another hero pet's upgrading. At number 8 is the Poison Lizard. The Poison Lizard is a strong pet. Sure, it's like the Headhunter, meaning it's not needed, but it also does damage to anything, including troops, and can kind of deal damage to defenses, I believe, and is the fastest out of all pets, until they introduce the Lightning Mouse, but that doesn't exist. Its only problem is its health, which is very low, like Lassie. I don't use it mainly, but sometimes I will due to upgrading. I definitely like it a little more than Electro Owl, just because it's interesting. And at number 7 is Diggy. Diggy is just a cool hero. It's kind of like Frosty, where it's best used for distraction, but it's mainly a hog glider and miner combined. I like Frosty a bit more for the DPS, but Diggy isn't a bad pet for keeping your hero alive for longer. And at number 6 is the Angry Jelly. Like the Headhunter, I used it once in a battle and I completely lost. So it can be good in the right circumstances, especially since I think it does extra damage. Like, it makes its hero do, like, double damage, but I have no way of knowing that. The Angry Jelly does small damage attacking things from close by, and its prioritizing defenses or hero ability isn't that good. You don't need to damage only defenses unless the monolith is being protected by a bunch of resource buildings, especially since it has a duration, but isn't too bad of an attacker, especially since it will attack whatever's attacking the hero, and is invulnerable while brainwashing. I don't think it's the best hero pet, but definitely is really good, especially in some strategies like Magic Fireball due to its prioritizing defenses temporarily ability. And at number 5 is Frosty. Frosty is better than Diggy, but not by much. It's mostly worse than Sneezy, other than the slowdown. Sure, its Ice Mites aren't tanky, but that doesn't mean it's bad. It can be very good with Freeze for extra slowdown, and distracting defenses so your hero can do more damage, along with higher DPS than Diggy, so pretty good overall. At number 4 is the Phoenix. The Phoenix has stronger stats than Lassie, and temporarily revives its hero after death. It doesn't attack till after the hero dies, but that doesn't mean it's bad. Its stats are surprisingly good, and the revive can be really good for doing more damage, as your destruction percent matters for your loot bonus. And at number 3 is Spirit Fox. I originally thought Spirit Fox only gave itself and its hero invisibility for 4 seconds from spawn, but it's actually periodically. It can be very good for distraction, and it's better than Frosty and Diggy, especially for annoying defenses more than usual, and does damage, and its invisibility or distraction isn't single target. It can be very good for bases with the core open to place anything in, which are usually troll bases, or just if there's a wall open and you want to sneak something to it, like an RC charge or something. And at number 2 is the Unicorn. The Unicorn is simple like the starter 3 hero pets, but is almost integral to hero walks. The Unicorn heals, but unlike healers, will mainly heal its hero unless it dies. At lower levels, it's a bit worse, but heals a lot more at higher levels. Hopefully they add a Rhinoceros pet that spawns rage spells instead of healing, for a variant that's damage over healing. And at number 1 is Sneezy. Sneezy is similar to Frosty in spawning extra troops and being kind of a tank. Not only do they have 400 health at max level, which is 100 more than the Yak, it also spawns boogers that are tanky, and after the hero dies, it becomes enraged, which means it does extra damage over time and a much faster hit speed. Similar to Frosty, only 2 can be spawned at a time, but this isn't too big of a deal since you'll probably be distracting multiple defenses with a single booger. It has some problems, but overall is a menace. By the way, I've used every other hero pet, but never Sneezy. So if you think this is way too good and this shouldn't be number 1, that's probably why. And that's all for this video. If you like 2 rankings at once, I'll probably do the same thing for the Builder and Capital troops, because there's very little of both of them. But anyway, if you found these 11 hero pet rankings controversial at all or something, just know I like most of them. After Lassie, I use all of them pretty regularly. Anyway, have a good day, and see you next time.